Hey, it's Pokejohn here with another For Honor guide. Today we're going to be talking about a few advanced techniques that are very important to understanding this game and getting to that next level after you've gotten the basics down. Some might even consider these tips to be basic, but they're not available in the first tutorial you get when you start the game. So if you've been paying attention to that video right there, you see that you can go to How to Fight from the main menu and you can click on Advanced Practice and it'll allow you to practice some more advanced techniques. Now the first one is interrupting the guard break. Interrupting a guard break should do a nice little blue flash when it is successfully completed, and it technically was part of what I talked about in the last video about the whole concept of the entire art of battle is really just a reflex tester game. But when it comes to interrupting a guard break, there's a bit of timing involved in it. If you hit it too early or if you hit it too late, the guard break does not come out and they're able to successfully guard break and follow up with a throw or a hit or whatever else they want to do. So when you get to this point, when you do the advanced practice, don't be afraid to continue to practice guard breaking well after the 3 successful ones, because being able to successfully do it over and over and over again just comes with practice and comes with timing. You want to make sure you have that timing done correctly so you're able to do it consistently over and over and over again. And once you are able to successfully interrupt a guard break multiple times in a row, you're going to feel a little bit more confident with that portion of the game. You know, when you're blocking a specific angle, that's just blocking that angle and you're done. But the guard break does take timing and does take a little bit of additional practice, so it is the first step of this advanced tutorial. Now, after that first step, it automatically brings you to the next one, the new mission objective. And it is parrying. We did mention parrying a little bit, but we didn't really talk about it in specifics. When you are trying to parry an opponent, it gives you a better frame advantage for your character. It makes them use more stamina. And in order to successfully parry, when you see the flash come at a certain direction, the red light, at the end you'll see it kind of like blink and flash again. If you hit heavy attack at the moment of that flash, you'll get a parry. It's really important that you're waiting for the flash because there's really no penalty for a late parry. All that'll do is result in a block, but an early parry where people panicking and try to parry a little early, that's where they get punished with the full damage because you're essentially trying to put out an attack before a parry is allowed. So you want to wait, you want to see what direction it is, you want to give it that second till you see the flash, and you want to react with the parry. Because, like I said, if you fail to do a parry and you are late, it's just going to come out as a normal block. So definitely could end up worse than that. And just like I said with the interrupting a guard break, don't be afraid to just sit there and practice a little bit longer until you feel comfortable that you can start to do it. You're obviously going to get more and more experience from each round, but being able to do it consistently is important. Essentially, the final part of the advanced practice guide is external blocking. Blocking 2 opponents at once. In order to do so, or before I even get into that, the most important thing that you can do when you're facing 2 opponents is to have them both in front of you. One of the most common mistakes that we hear from people or from complaints that people have about this game is they're busy trying to have an awesome one-on-one fight. They're in Dominion, they know there's other people around, but right as a fight gets really intense, someone comes up from behind and just hacks your head off. That's never fun, that's never great. So what you really need to do is focus on making sure that all the opponents are in front of you. If they're in the front of you or essentially on the side of you, you can externally block. As you see, I've been kind of externally blocking this whole time. In order to do that, you have your opponent locked on. You're going to see the normal flashes that you get from that person being locked on. But that second character, if they're coming in an attack, no matter what direction the attack is from, at whatever direction they're facing, so in this case they're on the left, you'll see an additional flash of red on your character's reticle in the direction that the attack's coming from. All you need to do is block in that same direction as if it was coming from the main character, or the person that you were locked onto. So you guard, in this case, block up for the first person, and block left for the second person. Of course, you're going to have to time it between the two in case you're getting multiple attacks close together, but that's essentially all there is. You stay locked on, you block in the direction you're seeing the red light. The only difference is now one is coming from an attacking person who's also locked on, and one is coming from that external lock on that you see on your own reticle. So after you've gotten the hang of locking on and blocking more than one person at a time, the advanced practice has you do it once again, but this time to fill up your revenge meter. Because ultimately, when you're 2-on-1, if you try to aggressively attack, you're going to put yourself in a worse situation, because sure, you might get an attack off, but one of those opponents you're facing, they might see an opening and be able to get a full string for just you getting one simple attack. So the idea to balance that out is the revenge mode, and as you see here, I got revenge. I'm just kind of waving around like a crazy person because that happens very often. Once you are able to finish blocking successfully and activate revenge mode, that ends the advanced tutorial, advanced practice. But we're not done with this guide yet. I want to talk a little bit more about feints, which they didn't go over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to access a separate mode of the practice, which is dual practice, where you can face against the bot. You can set the bot to different levels of difficulty. Right now we have it set to 0, which means it's essentially just sitting there as a dummy for you to hit. And as you see here, feinting, in order to feint, you heavy attack, and as the heavy attack animation begins, you press cancel, which is circle on the PS4, and after you cancel it, you follow it up with a light attack. Generally, you're going to want to do the light attack in a different direction from the heavy attack, because the whole point of this is to try to win the battle against their reflexes. You start off with the heavy attack, your opponent's going to see that, they're going to try to block in that direction, but when you feint, you cancel out into a light attack of a different direction. Now they have to switch with their guarding as well, so that just opens up another way so you can get some damage in, especially when you're finding yourself against someone who's able to block in all the directions easily, and they're able to interrupt any type of guard break you present to them. The feint is just another tool to open up their guard. Thanks for watching. Make sure to stick around for some future guides and more advanced tips, combos, all different kinds of things. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to learn about. Thanks for watching again. Make sure to subscribe and like, and see you next time.